Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you could tell us?
What's up, guys? This is Team Fake Chow, and we're doing a little discussion about the ban list that's coming up. All right, for starters, we are gonna start with what kind of cards that we can see banned. I think that five-headed should be banned instead of Future Fusion, because Future Fusion will, if that gets hit, that's gonna get a lot of other decks hit, especially like Cyber Dragons. Like I'm a Cyber Dragon deck player, so like if Cyber Dragons get hit, I'm gonna like if Future Fusion gets hit, I'm gonna pack the Cyber Dragon deck and just not even mess with that anymore. So yeah, that's what I think about what can be possibly banned. So just get five-headed banned, and then so don't have to worry about Future Fusion being banned.
Yeah, because that's the main idea why Future Fusion is so broken right now. It's just because the dragons. They can just throw 5 dragons in a graveyard and work from there. In what's it called Heroes use Future Fusion too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They use it just for absolute zero, just to make plays, just for later game movement. So like, if they activate Future Fusion first turn, they get set up just for them going crazy. And,
Yeah, Miracle Fusion too.
Yeah.
Or even Destiny used to use that for Vision Hero Trinity.
Yep.
Throw some monsters in for just for Destiny and Dragoon, right?
Yeah, if you throw it in for Destiny and Dragoon, you can just already have fodder ready for its effect. So
and technically, Ojamas could do it too, just for Ojama
King
or Knight,
yeah.
just so they could get them into the graveyard.
And get ready
And
to do
then,
Tri-White.
Yeah,
Try
try right
or-
into
Yeah.
try right, and then you can
Or
Actually,
change that into
or country
Ojama.
too.
Yeah.
Just card Oja Magic and then special summon.
Not bad idea.
Some other cards that already speculated to be banned is Brionac because of the upcoming Atlanteans. So
Yeah.
Well, the thing is about that is, Gungnir does the same exact thing, except for it destroys up to 2 cards for every card they discard from their hand. It doesn't. If Brio gets banned, that's just gonna be the new prime target to go for instead of Brio.
yeah, but well, I guess Brio is also another card
Generic.
that is generic. It's more or less a staple for the extra deck.
True.
So it's going to hit everyone else except the Atlanteans itself. So that's another thing to think about too. That if you're running Brio and that gets hit, what are you going to replace it with if you're not running the Gishkis?
That is true. And another card I would like to see, man, it's Wind Up Hunter. Fuck that card. That's all I gotta say. Fuck that card. It's a better idea than limiting Zen Mighty.
Yeah.
Then just get rid of Hunter. It takes care of all the problems. It doesn't kill windups at all. It just gets rid of the idea of destroying your opponent's hand. And they can still special summon like crazy, which is not a problem, you know.
Yep.
But I don't mind my opponent special summoning like crazy. It doesn't hurt me, you know.
Mhm.
It just gives them a low fill advantage, but that's okay as long as I don't lose my hand advantage.
Yep.
So that's what I'm wanting to get rid of right there.
So if you kill the loop, it's kind of better for the player.
People keep on talking about Heavy Storm and Monster 4 getting banned.
Heavy Storm. I guess since we're in
But if they get rid of Heavy Storm, that means like stuff like TG Stun, Gravekeepers are gonna be more popular.
Yeah.
Too, just because they like to focus on backfield.
yeah, I don't see why they'll do that. Just take away Giant Tornado and give us Heavy
Yeah.
Storm. Then take away Heavy Storm.
They'll just try to give us Giant Tornado again.
Yeah, they'll probably just give us Giant Tornado. I don't see a problem with that. I like Giant Tornado.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Giant Trinade too.
Yeah.
Like it just pops everything in your hand, and especially with the fact that you have to worry about Starlight Road now, and everyone basically extra decking Stardust Dragon. It gives you more advantage not having to worry about Stardust Dragon coming out. So if we get Giant Trinade back, that'd be awesome. That'd be a cool card to have back. So
But they could also just like Dark Bribe it too. That's
yeah,
the thing.
they could Dark Bribe it. So there's really not too much of an advantage. They still can Dark Bribe Heavy Storm.
If they go on Giant Tornado, they're pushing for a game, and you know that.
Yeah.
That's all they're going for, just to push for a game.
Just similar blue cards we'd like to see.
Give zombies a little run through.
Yeah.
Like,
I need Mizuki back. My zombies are so fucked up about it. I need
They're
it back.
lonely.
It's so sad. I mean, one Mizuki. I mean, I understand when they abuse Mizuki and stuff like that. When what deck abused it? But they didn't abuse it that bad. I
Yeah,
mean,
they did.
I mean, if we had two, that'd be fine now because the zombies are dead.
Well, Sinkers are dead technically, actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's true.
But that's the thing, because they were able to just abuse Plexford and Mizuki and just go crazy and just like special summon like Sinkers like crazy, like up to like
Or at least give them that little
Yeah.
competitive edge with two
Yeah.
Mizukis. Because this one Mizuki's kind of crappy. Let's see what other cards semi-limited that
Rare Force.
Air Force. I guess I don't know.
That
about
doesn't
Air
actually
Force.
hurt. It's just
It
like,
doesn't hurt,
Yeah,
but
double mirror force. That'd be awesome. Seeing that you're basically getting swarmed now. It's either you get swarmed or you overpower somebody. And the fact that you can have double mirror force just to have some type
on
of
top of that,
backup.
Mirror Force isn't really a problem anymore either because
Yeah.
it's Triple Misty and the Heavy Storm. If that doesn't
That
get
is true.
bad,
Yeah, that's true.
it's just like,
because you got to wait for your opponent to attack, which gives them enough time to do something about that
Yeah.
card in the first place.
Mhm.
They could just Forbidden Lands, not Forbidden Lands. Forbidden Lands.
or that Forbidden Road.
Forbidden
Yeah,
Road, that's
forbidden
coming out
robes.
soon.
Yep. So there's ways to get around. Well, mostly every old card that's been out. So
Mhm.
there's so many ways to get around it now compared to back in the day where you had to either giant tornado or heavy storm just to get over that stuff, or even have misties or like even dust tornadoes just to get rid of that stuff. So
Yeah, because this set right now seems like either you're backfield heavy or no backfield at all.
yeah,
Which is really weird how they just separated right there how the decks are now.
yeah. Well, like me with the Ojamas, I'm only running 3 Real Decrees, and those are my traps, unless all the stuff in my side deck, and that's about it. Like those are the only like type of backers that I would have in the deck. So
Well, the reason why is because you could just force just to go game like any minute.
that's true.
At any given time, you just go like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can see how much the game's changed since like the game
Yeah.
first came out into like now. Like no matter what you do, you can force for game, no matter what turn it is. So
That's true. Staples have changed.
yep, staples have really changed.
Limited.
Limited.
Even though we kind of skipped that, but
Go back to it.
Yeah. Injector Hornet and Dragonfly.
Dragonfly, yes.
That's the prediction.
Yeah, the predictions for that.
Or Centipede. Centipede searches too, doesn't it?
Searches on Dragonfly specials. That's why they say Dragonfly.
That's true. What else?
Coming off the speculated ban list. Chaos Sorcerer, I don't see the point of that being limited to 1.
It's fine with 2. I mean,
It's fine with 2 being that the fact that only people are running 1.
Mhm.
Like most Chaos decks are only running 1, and sometimes you see the second one. So I don't really see the point of sending it to 1.
and it's not really a problem to get around either.
Yeah.
It's always to get around.
I really think the loop for the Gishki Erratics needs to be hit. Just because that is going to be annoying, but I have a feeling they won't hit it. It's just like wind-ups, basically. They just let them have their format for once and then give it up. Another thing that they're speculating is Ultimate Offering. I really don't like that just because, yeah, OCG abused crap out of it, but we haven't really abused it at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of fair if we just give us a chance with it, but we'll see what they have to say about it.
It's just the fact too, like at locals and even like nationals or even worlds, you didn't really see like wind-ups at all come out. So I don't see why everyone's just usually running
National?
with yeah.
Nationals, they took first and second.
Oh well, there you go. But like with worlds, you didn't even see them. Like they
Yeah.
weren't even mentioned. And at locals,
Wind-ups?
you really no, not wind-ups, but those gadgets.
Gadgets, oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Nationals,
really
yeah.
don't.
What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about wind-ups. Never mind, guys. Sorry.
But yeah,
I'm
so
like,
ultimate offering is really not a big issue. So, well, at least not here in the States, but like Casey was saying in OCG, yeah, they abused it, and I don't see why, like, we should get hit for it if we're not even running that kind of stuff. So
you take it away,
But-
you pretty much kill gadgets.
But the ban list goes off the OCG list too, so
It's just a combination of both.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty dumb.
well, depending what we abuse a lot, which are windups, which
Windups.
yeah,
Yeah.
they'll hit those for sure. It just depends on what both OCG and TCG abuse the most,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah.
Because for sure, injectors are going to get hit just because of the fact that they first and second worlds were injectors, so might as well.
Yeah, there's also talk about hero eco going to 2,
That
which is not a problem. It doesn't do nothing really to the deck. If it goes to 1, then we'll have a problem.
yeah,
You know, I
You-
personally only use 2 ecalls, which is I could work around that just fine.
2 equals in Rota.
Yeah. There you go. There's your third equal.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't need to run 4 searchers. Come on, that's too much. You already have
Yeah.
Stratos too to do that.
Well, you basically have, if that all goes through, you have 5 including Stratos. You have the 3 calls, one Rhoda and the Stratos.
Too much searching.
Yeah, that's a lot of searching.
Plus the pots you have in your deck.
Yeah, the pot of duality, which is another thing that going to 2. So I don't see why pot of duality kind of at 3. Personally, I think it's kind of cloggy. 2 is fine. 2, I think 2's enough for that to be there. So 2,
You never
I
ran
would
more
have,
than
yeah,
You never ran more than
yeah. I never
2.
ran more than 2.
in any Rota.
And like I said before, Power Duality already has this big drawback with no special summoning, and you go like every once per turn,
Yeah,
which is a big deal, because either you kind of take a risk, either you Power Duality and flip 3 cards that you do not even need.
on
Yeah,
top
you're
on top
screwed.
of that, when you activate duality and you see like God, there's not any choices, but you see that other duality, like I'm forced to get that
Yeah.
other duality, and then you're like, I wish I could activate this, but I
It's a
can't.
huge drawback anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's no reason to hit it
Yeah.
at all.
So there's you plus from it and then you minus from duality. So I don't see the point of view. I don't see the point of it getting
It'll
hit.
set up future plays,
Yeah,
but right there and then you're
Mhm.
still left,
yeah, you're still left behind somewhat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you're either a turn behind, or if you also think you're a turn ahead, but it's just the fact that so much can change within the turn you're on and your opponent's turn when it hits.
Yeah.
And then
That
it
is
comes
true.
back to you. You don't know what's going to happen. So I really don't see the
All
problem.
duality, all it is just a way to find a way for hope. Like you could say, just to get your cards that you want, like
Yeah.
right away. But sometimes you just don't get it. Like, well, now what?
Well, I guess the other thing too is that stall decks can prevent. They can plus off of duality.
Yeah.
because they don't
So-
need to summon at all.
Yeah, because
really.
they don't need to summon. They can just get the stall cards they need. So I guess that's
That's the only problem I see with
yeah.
it.
Mm.
And speaking of stall decks, 1 day apiece.
One day
Right.
apiece.
I really don't think it should be at 1, but he thinks it does.
I think it should.
I mean, I understand why, because it is annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, like
For stall decks,
for stall decks or Exodia.
yeah,
Yeah. It's coming really down to Exodia or Final Countdown. Those are the 2 main stall decks people are complaining about.
Yeah.
Especially Final Countdown. Everyone wants to see Final Countdown getting hit. I really don't have a problem with it, but I kind of do. But it's really up in the air.
But
So-
but you already know what to expect from Final Countdown.
Yeah, that's
It's like 3 Misties kind of hurts it, especially if you know
Yeah.
it's just to set it and then wait.
Either that, 3 Misties or 3 Roll Decrees. Those 2 cards, those hit that deck. Well, those 2 decks really hard. So
Mhm.
I don't really don't.
And
see
if
an
you
issue with
guys really have a problem with it, Sidon Crystal and Forbidden Spell against Final Countdown. Just
either
'cause
that or anti-spell fragrance.
that too.
Yeah,
It slows it down.
Prohibition.
It'll slow it
Yeah,
down.
Prohibition.
Dude,
Yeah.
Prohibition with her, like, oh.
Yeah, you run
Yeah.
Prohibition and Roll Decree, and you'll shut those 2 decks.
We're
down.
just giving them tips against these.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll find ways around it.
So,
Misty.
yeah.
Crap. Dust Tornado, you know?
Triple MST and
Yeah.
Dust Tornado. Yeah, you,
Tornadoes,
Twister.
so
Twisters.
yeah, you can get and no matter what, you can get around any deck. So
Yeah.